Welcome to the Shopify Summit Health and Safety Orientation for the Enercare and Beanfield Centre. The topics that we'll be going through include workers' rights, roles and responsibilities, worksite rules, site-specific high-risk hazards and controls, the incident reporting process, and our emergency response procedures. In Ontario, the Occupational Health and Safety Act grants workers three fundamental rights: the right to know, the right to participate, and the right to refuse dangerous work. You have the right to refuse work that you believe is dangerous to your health and safety or that of any other workers in the workplace. These rights are designed to ensure a safe and healthy workplace for all. Supervisors will be responsible for communicating job-specific hazards and dangers to their workers, show workers how to work safely, and make sure they are following the law and workplace health and safety policies and procedures, address worker health and safety concerns in a timely manner, make sure workers wear and use the right personal protective equipment, report and document all injuries, incidents, and close calls, and do everything responsible to protect workers from getting hurt or sick on the job. Workers will be responsible for following the law and workplace policies and procedures, participating in any training that is required, perform pre-use inspections as required, wear and use personal protective equipment required by your employer, work and act in a way that won't hurt yourself or anyone else, only operate equipment that you are trained and authorized to use, report any hazards, injuries, and incidents to your supervisor. Health and safety requirements. At a minimum, all workers are required to wear a hard hat, safety footwear, high visibility clothing. Other personal protective equipment will be required based on your specific job tasks, such as fall protection, safety glasses, and gloves. All equipment operators are required to be trained and certified on the piece of equipment that they are operating. Equipment pre-use inspections are to be completed. Supervisors will conduct a safety meeting with their teams prior to starting work, and all workers must show up fit for duty. Do not remove or make ineffective any protective devices. Do not use or operate equipment or work in a way that may endanger yourself or any other worker, and do not engage in any pranks or contests. In the next few slides, we will be discussing site-specific high-risk hazards and controls. The following will be high-risk hazards specific to the worksite and control measures to be implemented to reduce the risk. Please note that additional hazards will be present and will need to be identified and controlled as per your safety program. Electricity. Controls include an electrician for venue tie-ins, connections properly grounded, appropriate circuit breakers, inspect equipment before installation, ensure zero energy before disconnecting. Mobile equipment. Controls include certified operators, pre-start equipment inspections, clear communication to other workers, ground spotter, traffic management, and high visibility clothing. Hand and power tools. Controls include using the required PPE such as safety glasses, hearing protection, hand protection, and conducting a pre-use inspection of all power tools. Dropped objects. Controls include establishing a no-go zone around overhead work, do not work under any suspended loads, use of safety cables for any AV equipment on truss, use of spotters to alert workers, high visibility clothing, and a hard hat. Working at heights. Controls include work at heights training, fall protection equipment, harness and lanyard, pre-use inspections, and the rescue plan developed and communicated. Incident reporting process. If an incident occurs, stop the work immediately. Secure the scene. Ensure the safety of yourself and others. Assess the situation and do not walk into a dangerous situation. Call in for additional support. This could be your supervisor, the security team, EMS, or the safety team. If safe to do so, attend to the injured worker. Once the scene is secured and the risk has been de-escalated, a written incident report will be required. An investigation will be started to identify the root cause and controls to ensure that a similar risk does not reoccur again. Medical emergencies. If a medical emergency occurs, communicate with someone from the emergency preparedness team, whether it's Shopify security or EMS on site, and request their assistance. Contact the Shopify Security Operations Center on 1-833-313-4357. If required, the Shopify Security Operations team will contact Exhibition Place Security. The venue will dispatch their security team to assist in the medical emergency and also liaise with emergency responders where required. When an ambulance is requested, it is important to provide the building name, address, and nearest intersection, the exact location inside the facility, such as the exhibition hall or room number, in addition to the full description of the medical emergency. The closest hospitals are St. Joseph Healthcare and Toronto Western Hospital. Fire alarm system. The venue is a two-stage fire alarm system. Alarm activation is the first stage alarm. This is identified by slow, single audio tones and strobe lights with messaging to stand by for further instructions while the alarm is being investigated. If there is a need to evacuate, this will be going into a second stage alarm, so this is venue evacuation. It is identified by quick double audio tones and strobe lights with messaging to remain calm and exit the building through the nearest fire exit. The evacuation process. All occupants of the building must immediately depart the building through the nearest exit in a controlled manner. Once safely outside the building, all stakeholders will attend the identified muster points to await further instructions. The all clear will be determined by the Toronto Fire Service in conjunction with Exhibition Place Security Service upon the conclusion of their investigation. Muster points or assembly locations. There are several muster point locations located around the Enercare and Beanfield Centre. Once you have exited the building, make your way to the closest and safest muster point location as identified on this map. When you're at the muster point location, stay there and await further information from the security team and/or Toronto Fire Services. Thanks for watching the health and safety orientation video. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at gmath@inunison.ca.